Hello, this is the trade site Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, the 10th of March and Friday, the 15th, 2019. Hope you had a good trading week. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Kind of popped finally on Friday. It was up for the week. That's actually one of the bigger moves we've seen in a while in the dollar index. And we're approaching a new high breakout of a nice base. So this could lead to a broader move, obviously. Let's go through the daily charts, then we'll look at the intra-week action, and we'll talk about the economic data coming out in the week ahead. All right, so here is a look at the euro dollar, which is usually just the inverse of the dollar index, and this time it totally is breaking the new lows at this point in time. Pound dollar also retreated a bit this week. Again, a bigger move down. So we had a couple of winners. Aussie dollar did not do much. Euro yen dropped a bit, but it's just back in the range it's been in for the last 3 months, right where it started the year. Pound yen dipped a bit as well. Pound Swiss, not much there. And the New Zealand dollar didn't do much at all. Okay, so here's a look at the euro dollar. High to low for the week. 200 pips almost exactly. And it was just a steady decline. Wednesday was as flat as could be. Monday and Tuesday weren't much better. Thursday there was the big move. Matter of fact, you can account for 140 of the 200 pips just in Thursday's move, and the rest of the week didn't show much at all. Here's the pound dollar high to low for the week there, 250 pips. Again, a steady decline, but the biggest moves were Monday, Thursday, and then Friday. All right, in terms of economic data that's coming out this week, as we head into the triple expiration Friday, which is what you're going to get next Friday. Here's a look. Sunday, we got the daylight savings time shift. That's going to throw things off a bit for Forex Sunday going into Monday, because some of the countries shift and some don't. So everything's going to be like an hour off. So typically that requires a little bit of adjustment for Monday's action. So I would be half size for that. And then we've got M2 money stock out of Japan. Fed Chair Powell speaks Sunday night. Now, going into Monday, Japan preliminary machine tool orders, China's foreign direct investment, German industrial production and trade balance, China's money supply and new loans, Eurogroup meetings, retail sales out of the U.S. now that's really an hour before the bell on Monday. This is not time adjusted yet. Business inventories at 10 a.m., not 9 a.m. Eastern time. So shift everything an hour off of this. We've got the BSI manufacturing index in the evening. We got home loans and business confidence out of Australia. Now we're going to Tuesday. French final payrolls, private payrolls, GDP out of the UK, along with their trade balance number and index of services and industrial production. That's at 5:30 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday. The NFIB small business index at 6. CPI, one of the big three each month, so we'll be half size again Monday going into Tuesday ahead of that number at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. We've got the 10-year bond auction here in the U.S. We've got the Brexit vote out of Parliament in the UK. We've got FPI out of New Zealand, Westpac consumer sentiment out of Australia, core machinery orders and PPI and tertiary industry activity out of Japan. Going into Wednesday, we've got industrial production out of Europe, German 30-year bond auction, UK, the annual budget release number, durable goods here in the U.S., PPI, construction spending, crude oil inventories an hour into the market, 30-year bond auction at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Australia's got their MI inflation expectations. China's got their fixed asset investment along with industrial production, retail sales, and unemployment rate at 10 p.m. Eastern time on Wednesday. SECO economic forecasts out of Switzerland. German final CPI, Swiss PPI. We got Japan, UK's 30-year bond auction, Canada's NHPI number, import-export prices here in the U.S., the unemployment number at 8:30 a.m. That's the initial and continuing jobless claims. That's the weekly number. New home sales at 10, natty gas at 10:30, business manufacturing index from New Zealand, visitor arrivals from New Zealand. We've got the monetary policy statement out of Japan, so the Bank of Japan rate announcement at some point going into Friday. And then CPI out of Europe, manufacturing sales out of Canada, Empire State Manufacturing Index here in the U.S., capacity utilization and industrial production here in the U.S. 15 minutes before the stock market opens, CB leading index, and then preliminary University of Michigan sentiment and JOLTS job openings. Also should point out that next Friday is options triple expiration, so that does slow down even Forex just because the futures currency prices are tied to their expiration. So we could have a couple slow days next week again, but we'll see. There seems to be some stuff moving the markets around the globe, news-wise, and go from there. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading